Good morning, children. I am your Leena ma'am again with a new lesson here in this video. And today we are going to learn about a new lesson in your English textbook, and that will be a letter to God. In this letter to God, we are going to have three characters, and one is Lencho, one is postmaster, and the employees. And you see that in Lencho in the beginning was very happy, and now his crops are fully grown. He is waiting for the harvest, and he predicted that there will be a rain. He is waiting for the rain. He thinks that every drop of rain will be a new coin for him. Big drops and small drops are going to contribute for his finance. But later the rain turned into hailstorms. You know what is hailstorms, children? It is Ane Kalina Male. So when the hailstorms come, it is filled his field. It is filled completely his field like a salt. And then he is so happy, he is so sad, he becomes gloomy, he becomes very unhappy. And then his final and the only hope was God. He had great faith in God, children, and this faith in God makes him write a letter to God. It's a very funny story, amusing story. You will definitely enjoy it because he writes a letter to God, and there is no address, complete address. He is trying to write a letter and without the corresponding address. This is a funny story, funny part of it, but it is also a heart-touching story. In the beginning, when the postmaster reads the letter, he laughs because it is a funny thing, writing to a God. Then later, when he reads the letter, he sees that Lencho is having lot of problems. Lencho is facing financial problems and he is in utter problem, and that's why he thinks of not to shake the faith of God. Lencho is having so much faith in God, he is so confident, and he didn't want to shake the confidence of Lencho. So he calls his employees and they all decide to help him, because Lencho was in a great trouble. They all thought of collecting the money from everyone, and they collected 70 pesos. Actually, Lencho had written in the letter that he wanted 100 pesos. He demanded for 100 pesos, but they were able to pay him 70 pesos. And they did not wanted to show it directly. They didn't wanted to give him directly because he had written the letter to God and they wanted to help him through God secretly. This is such a heart-touching story. Though Lencho is not a relative of postmaster and the employees, but still they are all so kind-hearted people that they wanted to help the farmer Lencho in the name of God. Children, when we give some donations or gifts to someone, definitely we will write our name on that. Definitely we will tell the people to announce our names. But here in this story, we find that there are secret helpers, that is postmaster and the employees. But later in the story, there is irony. Irony in the sense, there are two kinds of feelings you get there. One side, you feel that Lencho is really poor and he needs money, and that's why these people are giving him. The story would be fine if it ended like this. But the story is not like this. It takes a twist, and the twist is so irony. It is confusing and you can't decide whom to blame, whether to blame Lencho or whether to blame postmasters. Because here Lencho is a symbol of innocence, and here the postmaster and the employees are the symbol of kindness Further, Lencho receives the money, 70 pesos, and he counts it. After counting the money, he is so angry, he is so heartbroken, and he thought that the employees have cheated him. Because God cannot do the mistake. He asked for 100 pesos and the 70 pesos are back to him. So he thinks that 30 pesos are missing. And again, second time he writes the letter to God and goes again and posts it there. Then the postmaster takes the letter and reads that again, and in that letter there was a shocking truth and there was a shocking news for him. And in that letter, Lencho is telling God, regarding the money that I had asked you, these employees have cheated me. They are a group of crooks. Group of crooks in the sense, dishonest man or a dishonest people who cheat the money. So he is telling God to give him, next time if he wants to give any money, don't give it through postmasters, give it directly to him, mail him directly. So in this story, the irony is we are not able to think what kind of person Mr. Lencho is, right? Lencho sometimes he behaves like an innocent man, and at the end of the lesson he is a very harsh man, and he is blaming the people who have helped him. He is an unquestioning man, and you can call him naive, ununderstanding. He doesn't have a proper understanding. And the lesson starts asking you some questions regarding whether you find this kind of people in this world. Are there any really in this kind of people in the world? So answer is maybe or may not be. We don't know. Whatever it is, the lesson is really it symbolizing two conflicts. For the first conflict is we see that there is a conflict between human and nature. Here in the place of human, Lencho is symbolizing, and in the place of nature, rain and the hailstorms are symbolizing. You see that here Lencho was a hard-working farmer. He is waiting for his harvest, but he is not given the fruit. He is not able to eat the fruit of his hard work. The hailstorms destroys it. So there is a conflict between the human and the nature. And the second conflict is about Lencho and the postmasters and the employees. Humans in themselves. Between humans. The first one is between human and nature. And the second one is between the humans itself. Here there are one set of humans who are trying to help Lencho. And Lencho is trying to blame the one who have helped him. So Lencho is able to believe God but not able to believe his fellow beings. This kind of conflict and irony is there in this Lencho, and I hope you will enjoy this. And today I am going to do this lesson with some more vocabularies and comprehensions. I will be waiting for you children. Before anything, please go through this video so that you can understand the gist of the lesson. Thank you.